Greetings, everybody. I'm gonna play guitar, man. Haven't played in a while, and figured I'd make a video real quick. So let me get in the frame of the video here. I play the 550 a bit because I put brand new strings on it. We'll see how it is. See if it's in tune. Just gotta look something up real fast. Let's turn this up a little bit. Go ahead and do that. 40. Do. Melodic backing track. Is there one I haven't done? Because all of these have epic melodic in D minor. It's ballad. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Alright. So, I don't know how it's going to sound. I don't know nothing about it. We're going to see if I can do something with it here. We have brand new strings. I hope it's in tune. think we're in tune all the way here. I think we're slightly flat. What's another one? We got one more. Just one more. I've been under the weather a little bit, so I haven't played too much guitar. Emotional and E minor. It's 11 minutes. I don't want anything super long. 8 minutes. 80s hard rock. Yeah. Alright, we're going to pause this track. That's what we just did. And look and see if we got something else. Mystical in E minor. 7 minutes. Cool. still stretching. I'm gonna have to do some tuning on it, I'm pretty sure. And man, sorry I screwed up a little bit there. You know, I was doing pretty good, but being half asleep from work and also being sick, I haven't played in forever. See? Let me find one thing real fast here. I want to see if my E actually matches a drone. A drone of E. Search, please. Come on. E-drone. An E-drone backing track of 10 minutes. You can have fun for hours with this, man. Just go through different scales and stuff like that, like Phrygian dominant. is. It's been a while. I polished the frets up on it and all that good stuff. I'm not thinking about anything. I'm just playing notes. Anyway, I'll let you go now, guys. Seems that I'm out of tune. I don't know why, but it seems I'm out of tune. Maybe the intonation's bad or something. Now that fret.
Stock photos. Can you tell it?
Yes, I can tell the difference. Boy, that one's getting bad. But can I hear it through the amp? Nope. Now if I pick super hard, I can, yeah. Wow, man. Let me see real fast here. What's a good Satch tune? Let's turn this down some. It's gonna be quiet, loud. Oh, my parents are back. Okay, I love Eternal. I'm just gonna play a couple notes here and see. Yeah, we're good. All right. I don't want no copyright. Just want to make sure that my Floyd's set, or my edge is set to where I would like it to be, and it appears to be so. But the action seems to have squatted down. I'm working on some things, dude. I'm actually trying to get some ideas together for an EP. Just kind of, a couple songs, but it's slow going. Hopefully by next year I'll be able to have something out for you guys. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and get you one of those drones pulled up on YouTube like that, and just kind of, sit there, and if it's E, just practice this. Find your notes. Like everywhere. And that way, if you have a constant drone against your ear, you'll be able to hear it, and you can tell you're playing the right note. And if you're using your modes like Phrygian, and you got that drone going against your ear, you can hear it. I'm making a video. You'll be able to hear that, like Phrygian is the flat too. If you have a drone going against that, you'll be able to hear that characteristic note. It's a great way to practice modes. It's a great way to find your notes on the neck. All that kind of stuff. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Keep it metal out there. Pick up your guitars and play and practice. We'll see you next time, folks.